It's time for another live Ask Big Van show with me, your host, Big Van. Don't forget about social media producer Mazzani. With Ryan producing, Kenny Payne on sound. We got Andrew, we got Zyda kicking cameras. Special guest tonight, this young lady right here, Kindell Estes in the house. What's up, Kindell? Don't forget to like the show, share it. Click the little share button on your phones and pass it out. When you do, we see that you've shared it. Our software lets us know it's you. Sharers are carers. We can't wait to see your questions and comments on this live episode of the Ask Big Van show. What's up, everybody in the whole wide world? We're so excited that you're with us on this live episode of the Ask Big Van show. Gonna have a great show for you tonight. Got some great questions in there already. As you watch the show, post your questions below, post your comments below. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or wherever else, where else are we watching this at, Ryan?
We got this on
Twitch. Are we even on Twitch?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, we're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch.
Yeah, wherever you're watching, just put your comments below. We'll try to get to them. We'll try to get to all the questions we can during the show. With me, as always, is our wonderful and beautiful social media director, Mazzani Speaks, in the house.
Come on, Kenny, hit me with the...
Slinging them guns.
Oh,
Back in the hole, in the producer hole, we got Ryan, producer Ryan there. What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
In the middle is Mama T, bringing down the house. We got on the end is Kenny Payne. All those sounds you hear are coming from Kenny's mind, and he comes up with these creative sound effects. I'm going to call you an a-hole.
Watch it.
Special guest tonight in the studio with us right now is my one and only sweetest daughter, Kindell Estes. Like I tell all my daughters, she's my favorite.
Yes.
And then,
correction, I'm your favorite Kindell.
Yeah, there's some asterisks, some technicalities there.
I'm not mom's favorite Kindell.
But you're definitely my favorite Kindell, and I also have two other beautiful, wonderful daughters. They are my favorites as well. So.
Yes, we know.
And then I also, if you guys don't know, Mazzani Speaks is my daughter.
Why did you say it with such hesitation?
To make a point that I love you, Mazzani.
How do you do?
Yes, of course I do. You know. Okay. Kindell, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. No, I don't think you were on the show years ago in the studio.
Yeah,
as on the production crew, but you've never been a guest on the show.
Yeah, I've never been a guest on your show.
So you excited?
I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous.
Do you have any topics that you want people to ask you about? Put her title back up there. Let's see what.
Oh my gosh!
What does this mean? Professional gas? Does that mean like you fart a lot or something, like for a living?
Well, I mean that too, but
I don't know about the farts a lot, but
no, I just
nice, Kenny. Nice, Kenny.
No, it's just I work at the Circle K.
Okay.
I see lots of interesting things at Circle K.
I definitely want to get into,
but just myself. I don't know. Like, what do you?
Well, I want tonight to hear some of the crazy people that you deal with in Circle K.
I don't think you do.
I'm sure we all do. Everybody'd like to catch up on that, and so. But as we get into this, we'll come back, and if obviously anything you have during the show that you want to interject from your Circle K career there, you can input it, and then people will ask questions. So if you guys, viewers at home, you have questions for Kindell, or you got some funny stories that she can relate to about gas stations and Circle K's and convenience marts, things like that, make sure you put them in the comments below. And if you have any questions about how the goings on of a convenience store operates, she can definitely work with you on that. And as Ryan has just told you, if you're somebody that's been on the show before, especially because we have lots of guests on the show. If you're somebody that's been on the show, you know how this works, and you would like to be. We have a new feature in our software that we can use. It's called Vmix Call. So if you want to be on the show via a video connection instead of just posting in the comments below, and you'd like to be on a video connection, just reach out to us on. How would they reach out to us? Just put in the comments, hey, Ryan, put me on the show?
Yeah, and they reach out to me, then I can email either.
Or Messenger?
Or, yeah, I can message them a link through Facebook or wherever they are and watching, and then they just click on the link, put in their name, and then we can have them on the show.
Yeah, or they could go to the Messenger feature in our Facebook.
Yeah, in Facebook.
And so you can go to our Facebook page and message us on Facebook and say, hey, Ryan, put me on the show. He'll respond with a link. We can't put it up public because then there'd be all kinds of people that try to get on the show. He'll respond with a link, and then it'll operate very much like a FaceTime, very much like you're doing a video chat with somebody on your phone. Just make sure you turn your phone horizontally, and then it'll be just like a video chat, and you can ask questions or chime in or rebuttal questions or whatever. So if you've been on the show before, I think we'll limit it to people who've been on the show before, just because you already kind of know all the inner workings of the show. If you haven't been on the show and you desperately want to be on video chat tonight, reach out to Ryan, and he'll filter, whether or not he has time to get to it or stuff like that. So, all right, Mizani, what do you say? You want to get started with our first question of the evening?
Hit it.
And wait, Mizani, I noticed that we had a straggler come straggling in like an old,
wow, way to be late.
Old dirty dog just straggling.
Stop. Not today.
Wow.
We're not going to talk about this anymore.
What are you guys talking about?
In the house, everybody, you see him yourself, your eyewitnesses. There he is, Big A. Andrew, Bridge 4.
Kenny just coming in. What's going
Kenny.
on?
Wow, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny, where you been? No, I was kidding. Well, welcome, Andrew. Glad you could be here. Just grab that mic and you got something to say, and let us know. Where's your laptop? How are you going to get information for us? It's in there already in your head?
It's all up here.
I got you. Okay. All right, Mizani, kick us off on our first question, and let's get this party started.
All right, this first question comes from Jeffrey Turner. He wants to know, pop it up here, what is your most memorable childhood memory?
Oh, wow. I got so many good memories. Mom and Dad, if you're watching, I loved my childhood. And we'll banter this around, too, for the rest of the crew. I have to say, probably my most memorable memory is riding in the car, because it seems like we were always traveling. I don't know. It just seems like we were. We probably weren't. We probably only traveled several times. But, like, I remember going camping, going in the car, riding to Illinois, always in the back seat, riding in the car, or in the back window. This was back in the day when the cars had, like, the big space between the headrest and the back glass. You had a big space there, and so as kids, they would lay up in this space. Do you guys have any idea what I'm talking about?
Not an inkling.
Yeah, so they used to make cars that had a big space there. It's like you know how a dashboard is, but it was on the back. And it was and it was carpeted. And it was like...
You didn't have to wear a seatbelt?
Nope.
No, you didn't.
It was the 20s, Missouri.
It wasn't the 20s.
Oh, my gosh. You remember segregation?
It wasn't the 20s. And I also remember my dad would, when my dad was driving, he would always, if we fought, me and my sisters or whatever fought, he would reach back behind the seat, and he's like, come here. And he'd reach for you. And as kids, it's like this hand is like trying to get you, and you're like, because if he got a hold of your shirt or something, he would like pull you over the seat. I said don't talk to her. Yeah, maybe it was it was probably worse than that actually. But I had a great childhood. I appreciated every minute of my childhood with my parents. So very nice. What about you, Kindell? What's your most memorable moment of childhood?
Well, I have the funniest memory that I can think of, and then the most sentimental memory. And I think the funniest one is all the trips we took to the beach as a kid. We went every summer, and you always let me bring Mazzani. And I was just telling Mom about this the other day. That picture, one year we went and we tried to take a family picture, but you were driving and trying to take the picture, and you must have hit a bump or something because the whole picture come out blurry, except for Mazzani in the back, just like.
I think I barely remember that picture. Yeah.
I think about that randomly. If I'm taking a picture while doing something that comes out blurry, it'll just hit my memory and I'll just start laughing. But the most sentimental childhood memory I have is what we were talking about last night, the cardboard box castles.
Oh yeah, the cardboard castles.
Those were the coolest thing ever. I see them all the time on Facebook now. People like in this day and age, like, oh, it'd be so cool to build this, and I'm like, my dad did.
Yeah. I used to get when at the time she's talking about. I had an interior trim carpentry company, and so we would do a lot of interior trim in big houses. And while we were there trimming, a lot of times the cabinet company would bring in their cabinets, and all the cabinets came in these big boxes essentially. And I would always tell the cabinet guys, hey, can I have those boxes? And they would just open the top and bottom and then just break them down flat. And so I would always bring home like stacks of these boxes. And then I would put them back together. I would put the boxes together and tape them all together and then go inside, and we would cut holes to go from one to the next. So it was basically like this huge maze.
You cut windows out and stuff, too.
Windows and doors to get in.
It was like a real mansion. It was so fun.
It was definitely
so fun.
Legitimate. If you're a homeless dude, it would be like the Taj Mahal. You know what I'm saying?
I like where this is going.
It was like the Taj Mahal for homeless people. And
We
definitely.
stopped doing that when we moved to Hunter Bridge Road. Did you just change jobs, or you just were like, these kids are old enough?
I think that you guys outgrew
You
it.
start paying your own bills
Yeah.
now.
When you guys were sleeping in there and and you wouldn't come out to go to school, I was like, well, it's time. What about you, Mazzani? What's your most memorable childhood memory?
My daddy running the 4-wheeler into the house. That's my favorite memory because I was like,
Your
I
dad
had
scared
just
me.
wrecked. I had literally just wrecked my go-kart a week prior.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I run it underneath my aunt's car, and my
wow.
leg came out and got wedged. It was hilarious.
Your leg came out.
I like my leg came out and it wedged. And so the next week my dad got a 4-wheeler and we already knew that it was hard when you come up the hill like that.
Yeah.
And had to turn real fast because I had already wrecked. And he still didn't do it right, but he turned even more and there was no car to stop him. So he just went into the house.
Oh my gosh.
Like messed the headboard up, pushed the bed up against
Oh
another
wow!
wall.
Like broke through the wall.
Like through the wall, and the tire popped off and hit the side of the house. Yeah, and I remember Mark going, "Mama's gonna kill us!" It was Lyndon. It was Lyndon.
Lyndon
Mama's
said it?
gonna kill
Yeah.
us. Yeah, that was hilarious. That's my favorite memory.
That's a good memory.
It
He
is.
didn't get hurt though, right? Or you did get hurt?
I think he did.
Oh gosh.
I think he did get hurt actually.
I was a little older. My dad got in a car wreck and got hurt, and I remember it was a weird feeling having your dad all busted up because he was always a big strong guy.
Yeah.
I was
And-
super
and, like-
scared of Mazzani's dad growing up
Yeah. Yeah.
because he was a big guy.
Yeah, he was. But I guess we don't want to hear about my dad's.
Nope.
No, I do want to hear. I didn't cut you off for nothing.
You said you said it's scary to see your dad all busted up. And I
Yeah, he was
thinking
busted up.
it was scary to see
He
your
got
dad
his
in general.
leg, the ball and joint in your hip. His leg came out, and then the ball broke in half.
No, actually, I don't want to hear about
So
that.
it was bad news. So like he was all laid up for months, and it was a challenge.
Did you
for sure.
cater to him?
No,
Wow.
but my mom probably did a lot. I would think
So then why do you expect us to cater to you when you're sick?
because I pay the bills.
Okay.
Anybody back in the hole want to share a childhood memory before we move on? Most memorable. Oh wait, Jeffrey said. Hey, wait, put that back up. What do you say?
Man, I remember the station wagons riding in the
Remember
back
station
of those.
wagons and riding. Yeah. Oh yeah. No kidding. And what we have? We had a big old vehicle, a Suburban, but an old school Suburban, like an 1980s Suburban, 84 Suburban or
So
something.
y'all
like that.
had a new car in the 80s?
I'm sure it wasn't new now that I think about it. But we had a Suburban, like the back of it was like the size of a living room. I remember that because like all of us kids, we used to lay there. My parents put a mattress back there, and like we all just had like a huge living room while we traveled down the road. Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. I forgot about those station wagons and.
What about those vans? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The
Yes.
vans?
Dad
with
used
the
to have one of
curtains?
those. Dad used to have one of those.
You know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
on the windows,
Yeah.
the curtains on
Yeah,
the
and
windows.
my mom had one of those too
Yeah,
that
we
she
had
drove
one of
around.
those.
I love those. We had a little TV, DVD player in there, and it always smelled
Captain's
like
chairs.
cats
Yep.
for some reason.
That sounds like you're rich people when you have captain's chairs in your car. Definitely.
Anyways,
Back then it did. What do you guys think back there? Got any favorite, most memorable moments in the?
Not you, Andrew. You're still a child.
Misty. That's a question for later. Let's save that question for next.
I was just gonna say that.
I didn't mean to do that. So sorry.
Nothing. I wasn't gonna say anything.
He was gonna say.
I was going to say that most of my favorite childhood memories came from probably like before middle school, elementary school, and along the same lines. Like, I remember getting hurt quite a bit on like automobiles. I don't know.
Let there be light.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So one time specifically, my dad bought Adam and I, as my twin brother, a little dune buggy, and we drove it around.
Johnson dune buggies, best dune buggies in the South.
Thank you for the purchase. But we were playing around with it one day. He would drive it, or I would drive it. We swapped off, and there was a little flag, like one of those little bungee flags on the back, right?
Oh yeah.
We took it off, and we were playing like what
Capture
are those
the
called?
flag?
No, bull and
Oh okay.
what are they called?
Matador.
Matador, yeah. So he'd just drive at me really fast, and I would just jump out of the way and like smack it with the flag.
I could see it.
I got ran over.
Great lead up.
And
I'm sorry.
I told on my brother like it was his fault when I was a willing participant.
Oh yeah.
We
Come
both
on,
got in
Kindell.
trouble, but
He needs some milk.
Did you get hurt? Did you get hurt?
no, it's fine. The adrenaline, and I didn't expect.
How about whenever kids like come running in, and Tracy and I know this as parents, when kids come running in, the first kid that runs in is the guilty one. Because they all come running, Daddy, 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 something happened. He's like, that's the guilty kid. The other kid that comes limping in.
I feel attacked. I have multiple
sure.
times got Sage in trouble because we would do dumb stuff. It was his idea, but I would do it. And then I would get hurt. And because at the time it was just me and him and I was the baby, he always got in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get whoopings together.
I regret
if it's
nothing.
his fault, it's also your fault. We get whooped together.
Group whoopings.
Mama Tish whooped me multiple times.
Did she really?
Did I
No,
ever?
don't
Did,
tell her I said that. She'll whoop me now.
did I ever stop the car and make all three of y'all get out and lay
Yes.
your hands on the back of the car? Because I have
Oh,
a memory
no.
of that.
Wait, what?
Spanked. Well, I went down and spanked you all three, and
No, but you
On the
famous.
side of the
you
highway?
You stopped the car. We always never thought you were serious until the brakes hit.
yeah. Oh, I'll whoop some kids.
When the brakes hit, we all was like,
I'll whoop some kids.
Mama has though. Mama definitely has whooped us.
Really?
Yeah.
On the side of the highway?
Love you.
I remember spanking the fire out of y'all off the side of the highway.
Fire. Oh, wow.
The devil fire.
I think I slightly remember getting torn.
Didn't I
up
do
on the side of
that?
the
Didn't
road.
I take them out and spank? I know I
Wait,
saw.
were we in the expedition?
I think it was you guys all three had your hands on the bumper in the back, and I was just going down the line.
I think I slightly remember.
All
that.
three.
Other
Lord have mercy.
other
You got
dads driving down the road, honking the horn. Get 'em, man! Boop, boop. You go, man!
Oh my goodness.
Whoop them kids!
I know I hated getting whooped whenever I was little, but now that I got kids, I'm just like, whew, I understand what my daddy felt.
Anybody else got anything on the back there on favorite childhood memories?
Getting
Ryan?
diabetes.
What did he say?
Oh, well, not favorite, but most memorable.
Wait. Look into the camera. Give him the camera and say that. Exactly. You plug it and you say it, Ryan, right now.
Well, we just did that.
No, I want it to be a clip. I want this to be quality. Go ahead.
Okay. Anybody else in the back have any most memorable memories of childhood back there?
Getting diabetes.
I don't know why that's so funny.
It's hilarious.
I don't know why it's so
Elaborate.
So how old were you when you got the news you had? Were you old enough to like consciously make an impact on you, or were you pretty young?
I was pretty young. I was 4 years old.
Okay, you probably yeah.
I just remember it ruining my Myrtle Beach vacation,
No, that sucks.
but it was Dirty Myrtle, so
Dirty Myrtle.
Wow.
I didn't know it at the time, but now I know.
Tracy, you got anything you want to share? No. Kenny P.
No thanks.
Okay, let's move on. I didn't on the first question like that. I like to bounce around to the whole crew. We won't send every question to the whole crew, but I wanted to get that one out, sir.
Okay. Before we go to further questions, I just want to direct this question for Kenny. It's from Linnea Poole. She wants to know, do you know the Muffin Man? Not the Muffin Man!
Hey, and also don't forget, Zyda is back there flipping cameras, and I know has been doing a great job so far, Zyda. So good job. And also, we have talked about putting a microphone back there for Zyda so that she can chime in on some of these comments. So that's something we're moving towards in the future. Also, so you guys can hear Zyda's. You may or may not like that, Zyda, because it's going to give you quite a bit of echo in your headphones when you're talking on a microphone. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
All right. Our
Okay.
next question comes from
Let's do
Amy
it.
Pope. Hello, Amy. So glad to see you again, girl.
What's up, Amy?
She wants to know what makes a relationship work. I don't know. Haven't been there yet. Let's find out.
Well, what kind of relationship? Are we talking about a husband and a wife? Or are we talking about a father and a child? Are we
Just
talking
break-
about a boss and an
Do them all.
employee?
Do them all.
Let's
Hit
do
'em.
marriage.
I'm going to say if you have to pick one thing to make a relationship work, it's respect. Father!
I can't get that one.
Okay.
That's
I've waited
from
my
IT
entire
Crowd.
life. Oh my gosh.
They didn't have that one.
Hey,
I'm just glad I
speaking
didn't
of
say the
which,
other
the
one.
guy, speaking of which, Moss, listen, y'all, Moss
my
from
gosh.
IT Crowd has got a travel channel TV show that he does, and it's freaking hilarious. So go check that out. It's called
You'll only enjoy
it's
it
called
if you like
Travel
The
Man.
Office.
It's called Travel Man. His show is called Travel Man. If you watch the IT Crowd and you enjoy that show, then go watch Moss's Travel Man show. It's
If you watch
hilarious.
VeggieTales, you would like Babble Man.
Babble Man.
Coco Melon.
I'm sorry.
Coco.
Bazinga.
What was the question? What makes relationships work? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I said respect. Yeah, absolutely. No, Tracy's shaking her head. That ain't what it meant. She's thinking sex, right?
Oh my God.
I just said that I'm glad he didn't say that. And what does he do?
He said
What does he do? I'm disgusted.
Disrespect.
Food?
What?
Good food? What is it, honey?
Communication.
Communication.
Oh, yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's the money answer.
See,
Okay,
I can't even communicate right now.
Wow. I have a question about that question.
All right. Respect and Misty hammered them both. Respect and communication. Nice.
Okay, so a lot of people say that.
Did you guys hear that? That's from IT Crowd. Hit that one again, Kitty.
Stop telling everyone I slept with you.
So a lot of people say that a relationship is 50-50. I do not agree with that.
Don't. What is it?
Do you not-
60-40?
No.
99-1.
I feel like would it not be both of you giving your all, 100%?
Yeah. I've told you that your whole life.
Yeah, I know that you have, but
Oh.
everyone else.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, relationships 100.
I can't stand when people say a relationship is 50-50. Because if you're only giving 50% of your of you to your partner, then where's the other 50% going?
To the mall.
The other partner.
To the mall. Kenny
To the
said the other
Lord.
partner.
To the Lord. I think
the
you
Lord.
can't be 100% for that person. You got to leave. You got to put
No,
them
because if it's
after
the right
God.
person, the Lord brought him to you.
you're
That's
right,
true, but
Zani.
if you don't put him first and keep him in your relationships, then you'll lose your relationship.
Okay, all right. Then,
Congratulations.
99.
Yeah, something like that.
Thanks, Donald.
Because it's important. It's just important. If you don't have God in relationships, it falls apart. And I'm just saying that because it's real life.
I don't know. Maybe that's a different category.
That's true.
Because you also can't give 100% of yourself to your spouse and then still have stuff left over for your children.
It's a different compartment.
It's a different-
It's like the
yeah.
food compartment and,
then
the dessert compartment.
The food compartment is filled
I'm
up.
basically
boy.
having a conversation with two vans.
Yes. You're welcome. In my most non
You're like a pair.
sincere.
Back at it again with the white vans.
And you ain't black.
Did you say
Sorry.
That took me a second, Mazani.
I know. I'm sorry.
White. Oh, because I'm white. Is that what you're saying?
Wow.
Look at you, reverse racism.
Why I gotta be white?
Well, mostly because
Today I'm gonna identify with the 1/16th of me. That's Cherokee.
you have zero charity.
White people are the only ones who know what 16ths and 5ths.
Yeah. Well,
they are.
listen. I found out recently that I'm 1/16th Cherokee, and I, for one, am outraged at what they've done to my people.
Mother, what have you allowed him to read?
And for that, I'm out.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding.
All right.
I have no part.
What's the percentage you have to be to get extra on your taxes? I've been wondering that.
1/8.
Really?
Oh, it just so happens I am 1/10.
No, you can join the Cherokee Nation if you're 1/8. But actually, I heard they're not even accepting any new enrollees.
They can just decline me. What if I just roll across the border?
No,
then
you
they'll
can,
roll you
can
right
go
back.
there, but you can't get
Like a fluffy biscuit.
You can't get any of the benefits
What if I marry one?
unless you're a member of the Cherokee Nation. Oh yeah, you can probably marry one.
Wait a minute. That makes sense though. Why would they do that?
What?
Like you can go there illegally.
Illegally?
and
People
reap
come to
the
America
benefits.
illegally all the time.
No,
Or
no.
not reap the benefits. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Cherokee Nation.
It's legal to go there.
Right.
This is the Cherokee Nation is inside of the United States.
Right. I'm saying like you can go there,
Yeah.
but you can't reap the benefits.
You can go there and pay money into their casino.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I want to be a part of the reservation.
I got hairy legs,
I actually don't.
hairy legs that turn blonde inside.
Oh,
Ryan is jamming.
Okay, everybody.
That and let's go.
Before it gets away from us, let's do another question here, Mazzani.
All right. Okay, fine. Let's go to something serious.
Serious.
Yeah. This one's from Ryan.
Why so serious?
His name is Ryan. He wants to know, do you think the Omicron COVID variant is going to make things worse? I don't know anything about that there.
I think the name that they came up with is very ominous. I mean, they're just every 6 months going to come out with a new variant. It's going to be more scarier than the last.
Whatever
You
it
know-
takes to get everybody to comply.
You know what a friend of mine just told me is that some like the FDA maybe, I don't know, someone
Food
just
and Drug Administration?
Yep, them.
Okay.
No, obviously not the FDA, but whoever is over it just approved Pfizer. Is that the name
The
of it?
CDC.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it was a
The
different name
VDC?
that she used. You know what? DAD? Hush.
Are you sure? Are you
They
sure?
just approved Pfizer
you
that
sure?
they don't have to, that they can keep their records closed for the next 55 years on what's inside of the vaccine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's what you're going to put in your body.
they
Something that
just
they don't have to tell
they
you.
just announced that the vaccine doesn't work and you have to do boosters every 6 months.
I am the robot.
I got the vaccine. It's not that bad. My toes fell off, but that's about it.
Is that why you're
Beard
depressed
stopped
today?
growing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty interesting concept to me. Whether you have the vaccine or don't have the vaccine is not the point. The point is that the government,
I can't stand
our
that.
government, is now mandated that you inject into your body something you may or may not be comfortable putting into your body. It's not technically, it's not a requirement. You don't technically have to have it, but they're basically mandating if you want to keep your job, if you want to get on an airplane, you want to do these things in this country for now, and eventually it'll probably become a mandate that everybody get it.
So they at LR the only way to go to school there was to get the vaccine. They weren't offering anyone remote classes, so they had a bunch of people drop out.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, a lot of schools are
Transfer.
doing that.
Yeah.
For sure. So it's odd that that Americans are just sitting back and letting this happen, even if they have the vaccine. I think it should be people's choice. If you want to get it, go get it. If you don't, why do you care? You have the vaccine. Why do you care if I don't?
And the People's Choice Award goes to?
Interesting little little adage to that. Apparently, some courts have decided. I don't know what court off the top of my head, but healthcare workers no longer required to get it. A lot of courts are really striking this thing down. And
Yeah,
I'd imagine
I do.
Very easy.
I can appreciate that. That's right. A federal judge overruled Biden's healthcare worker mandate. So,
Yep.
if you're a healthcare worker and you're just hearing about that, you heard it here first.
Yep. I don't know how to pronounce it. Omicron or Omicron. It's a huge joke that nobody knows how to-
Omicron.
It's part of the Transformers.
Yeah, well, so it's based off a letter in the Greek alphabet, right? And Omicron is the 15th letter, so I guess there's 15 variants so far. Well, there's 14 actually. They skipped over G. XI is the 14th letter in the Greek alphabet, so as not to offend Chinese Communist Party leader Xi Jinping.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
They couldn't name it after him because they don't want to offend Chinese people, especially him.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, he made it, so you don't want to take.
I was about to say, see how that's where it came from.
Hey, yeah, that's a good question. I noticed some comments came up there, but nobody read them off. So you want to put some of those back up?
There you
It
go.
was
What was this?
Robbie. Me and Robbie have an ongoing
Oh,
beef.
I bet Kindell is a pro at dispensing gas and then fart. Nice one, Robbie. We were razzing about that when we first started. I just think I just think that's a great title for somebody who works. Ryan and I came up with that title while we were sitting in there, and I just think it's a great title for somebody who works at a convenience center or a
It
gas
is
station.
funny. The funniest part is honestly, like the gas station that I work at happens to be located in, let's see, a high class ghetto.
What is a high class ghetto?
It's not all crackheads. It's like majority crackheads. But
Oh,
there's
really?
there's some high class Karens that come occasionally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And honestly, I've been there like 2 months and I sell more things out of the convenience store than I do gas. So
You sell crack?
yeah, definitely. On the low. You're not supposed to know that.
What do you mean you sell more things out? Like you're illegally selling things?
That was easy.
I don't understand.
No, I'm saying like it's a convenience store. So there's like we have pizza,
Oh, you don't sell very
nachos.
much gas.
Yeah, and like know
Oh.
different things that you would buy at a gas station other than gas.
So we should change your title
No, I like the I like
to professional nacho
crack
dispenser.
dealer.
Professional hot dog
Not-
roaster.
Tornadoes. They're called tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
They're
All
hot
right,
dogs.
Mazzani. Let's pull this thing back around. Hey, guys, if you are watching this show, first of all, thank you. We thank you for watching and being a part of the Ask Big Van show. Second of all, maybe take, if you don't mind, just a second and hit the little share button and then share it to a group. If you're a part of a yard sale group or your work group, why wouldn't you want to share this so other people can come in and put some funny comments in the posts below? Right? So maybe just take a second. Just takes a second to share it, and that would be awesome if you did. We can meet some new people and get some new blood.
And commercial.
Oh no, he's not ready for it.
I was sharing.
Oh,
Doing what you told me to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mazzani.
It was like the perfect opening.
yeah, but you should have set him up first. You want to do that whole thing over? No, I'm just kidding.
Because you just set it up so nice, and I was like, and commercial.
Speaking of that, check out this little 15 seconds of gold. Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show times and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live Ask Big Van show. And we're back. Thank you. Nice one, Kimmy. She says, I think we need a live of Kindell and Robbie wrestling. Yes, she will. She
I
probably
really hate
would.
to have to take your man
She
down
probably
like that.
she probably would actually. Hey,
Okay.
yeah, one more thing I want to remind everybody about. If you have comments, obviously if you're just tuning in, if you have comments, put them in the post below. And if you have questions, put them down there. Hashtag AskBigVan, stuff like that. Also, if you have prayer requests, if you have something that's heavy on your heart, or if you just need some help from the big guy upstairs, we will be glad right here live on the air to ask the Lord to help you out. So put your prayer requests. If it's private and you don't really want to make it a public announcement, you can always reach out to us later. Or you can just put like, hey, pray for my brother, or pray for my whoever, or pray for me. Cool. All right, Mazzani, let's kick it over to the next question. It's all yours. You got the floor.
Okay. This next question comes from Tracy Estes.
She just milked that for all it was worth, did she?
Did I? We should start over. This next question comes from Tracy Estes. She wants to know, what is your favorite Thanksgiving memory from this past week?
Nice. That's a great question because we just came off Thanksgiving. My favorite memory from this past week would have to be we had a big Thanksgiving dinner. We had a lot of family over, and we played cornhole. We had karaoke out. And I don't think anybody ever lived up to it, but we had a rule like we have 2 cornhole sets, 2 cornhole lanes, and so the rule was the losing team had to sing karaoke and the winning team got to pick the song, but I don't think anybody ever fulfilled that.
You made that rule.
I made the rule, but nobody abided by it.
You didn't.
But
you
either way,
sing?
there were a bunch of karaoke singing was happening. It was fun. I'm trying to nail down one favorite memory. It was just a lot of fun. There was like good, delicious food. The turkey was good. We smoked a turkey. I was little bit tired because I was up till like 2:30 in the morning getting the turkey. We started smoking it at 10 a.m. and stopped smoking it at lunchtime the next day. No, 10 p.m. the night before, Wednesday night, and took it out at lunchtime the next day. So it was super. We were low and slow, like 225 degrees for like 14 hours. It was super juicy and delicious, wasn't it? Mazzani, what did you think? Do you guys remember last week when Mazzani said she doesn't eat turkey because white people don't know how to cook it? Remember that?
I'm disabled.
Do you remember that, Mazzani?
My head looks big and my shoulders look small.
What did you think? What did you think about that turkey? Was it still dry a little bit? A little bit dry?
Not for me. I think it's just because I don't like turkey in general. I'm a ham person.
Was it dry or you just didn't like the flavor?
Okay.
Because I spit on that. That bite I brought over to you, I hocked a big old loogie on it to make it not dry. So if you say it's dry, it's a lie.
Are you from the past?
It wasn't really dry per se. It could have used some gravy, but I'm just not a fan. It's not for
Okay.
me. You
All
know,
right,
it's
fine.
okay. But that ham,
I'll have
though,
to keep working harder.
Disrespectful.
that ham was mint.
I told her.
It was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
You know, I just thought about something. Kenny, he like plays 2 or 3 sound effects from the same like TV show or whatever. I think that's brilliant. I think like especially if people watching the show can know like, oh, this is awesome. He's going into this show era, right? And so they know like for the next several minutes, it's all going to be sound effects from like that. He doesn't always do that, but I'm just saying like it's all sound effects from that area.
That's my pleasure.
He's really good at sound effects. Have you guys ever seen that show on it's a spin it's like a show in a show on Parks and Rec, you know? Is it Crazy Ida and the Douche, is that right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And like in that show
Such language.
the whole time they got that guy in the background and he's just playing all those noises and stuff. Kenny's better than he is, I think. And
That was strangely arousing.
Okay, Kevin.
He's supposed to pay
All right,
50 cent
see-
right there.
Cameron says, I don't like dark meat chicken or turkey, only breast. I know what you mean, buddy. I know what you mean.
Ew.
Breast
Actually,
and
breast
wings
is the best.
for me.
I don't.
What? What are y'all talking
I don't
about?
like thighs or legs. If I'm gonna pick
like-
chicken, it's gonna be breast.
I gotta admit, I do like thighs and legs.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think they're delicious?
What?
I
Why are
don't-
you laughing so hard?
I don't think they're good. There's not enough meat on them. Now, good old tender
I can bench
breast,
press 800 pounds.
delicious.
Yeah, I do like tender breasts.
I like. What's your favorite?
Yeah,
breast?
Why are you laughing so hard?
But
Talk
no-
about 13 years old here, Kindell.
What is your
It's like,
favorite?
it's like me with crab.
What is your favorite breast?
No.
Turkey? Turkey
Yeah.
breast?
My favorite breast is Bojangles.
Oh, I see. It's like from where?
Yeah.
It can't be done. You're crazy.
It can't be done. I don't eat a lot of turkey breast from other places. I only eat turkey at Thanksgiving, really.
I don't like turkey, period. I was talking about chickens.
Chicken breast. Carrabba's.
Don't put your sucked on
They have
drumstick
good
next to my
lemonade.
chicken breast.
Carrabba's, yeah. Don't. Carrabba's makes good. Has good
They got
like
good
chicken
lemonade.
marsala, the chicken trio. That's good.
They don't have Carrabba's in Florida.
That's because it's just.
Yeah, they do.
It's a desolate land down there.
Where?
Well, it ain't in the.
How do you know?
It ain't in
So
the
I live
high
there.
class.
You seen it?
Boy.
It ain't in
I'm
the
gonna have to find it.
rich hood or wherever you live.
The rich.
High class ghetto.
The high
I
class
don't
ghetto.
live in the high class ghetto.
Change her to
Work
high
there.
class ghetto expert.
Yeah, please. I don't live there. I just
High
work
class
there.
ghetto mayor.
She's a spokesperson for the
My
high
name is
class
Kindell,
ghetto.
and I endorse this message.
She's the empress of the high class ghetto.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
All right. Anybody else want to talk about their favorite thing about
Oh yeah, let's go
Thanksgiving?
around. Let's throw this one to the hole in the back. What do you guys think? What was your favorite memory from Thanksgiving here just past?
Eating food.
Ryan.
That's all I really did. I went to my girlfriend's family's house.
Okay.
And, her grandma cooked food. And it was really, really good.
Hey, that I'll come back to you in a second, but that reminds me of this when I first met Tracy and went to her house for the first Thanksgiving for the first time.
Is this macaroni and cheese?
And
Oh my gosh.
and whenever I got there, I was waiting because you don't eat when you first get to somebody's house. You just stand around and talk or whatever.
Especially Nanas.
And I was new to the family, so I didn't really know that many people. So I was standing like in the hallway when you first come in the front door. There's like a little hallway. It's got all these pictures on the wall, and there are all these pictures of their pig. Their pet. They had a pet pig, and there's a pig like when Tracy and her sisters were young. They got this pig. And they're all standing posing for family photos and junk like that. There's a picture of like a newspaper clipping that was framed of where the pig had jumped in the pond or whatever and saved Tracy or one of her sisters. Like swam out and saved her life. And it was a write up in the local newspaper. All this on and on about this pig, and so I was just like, oh, that's cool. They got, family pet pig. What was that pig's name? Arthur or something like that?
Hammy.
Anyways, so when it comes time to eat, we go to sit down to eat, and we're all sitting around the table, and there's an empty chair with a plate. And I'm like, what's going on with there? And her dad's like, oh, that's for Arthur. And I was like, oh, did he pass? And he was like, no. He's like, Susie! And he hollers, and then here comes down the hall, this pig comes hobbling down the hall, and he's got and I hear this thing that it's like click, click, thump, click, click, thump, click, click, thump, click, click, thump, and he comes down the hall, and as he comes into sight, this pig's got a wooden leg. Like one of his legs is wooden. And it's and he comes around and he can't get up, so like Tracy bends down, picks him up, puts him in the seat, and this pig, it's a pretty big pig. Pig jumps up, starts eating out his plate, with his wooden leg like all cocked up on the table. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so I'm like trying to ignore it. So after a while, I got to say something. They didn't even give any defense for why this wooden-legged pig is sitting at the table. So finally, after a couple minutes of us eating, I was like, so what happened to the pig's leg, And they look like, what? And I was like, yeah, like, what happened to the pig's leg? Did it get in a car accident? And
a car accident?
I mean, like, did it get hit by a car or something? And Tracy's dad's like, no, pig that good, you don't want to eat all once.
Miss Donnie is so not amused.
Is that a true story?
Andrew, go home. Clearly wasn't a pig.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, Andrew, your turn. Favorite memory from Thanksgiving?
Real quick fun fact. Pigs are actually more intelligent than dogs are. They make great pets, so.
That is actually true.
That's why you don't eat them all at once.
Yeah. I had a potbelly pig named Watermelon Andrea.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Have you been telling people that?
When I lived...
You're in a group of people who know the truth.
You realize I haven't lived with you since I was, I guess 6 times since I was 18. But the short amount of time that I moved out after, I did have a potbelly pig with my friend.
Oh, crap.
And her name was Watermelon Andrea.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anybody else going to share before we go to the next question?
Andrew's
was
trying.
that a true story, Van? Yes or no?
Was it true that her family ate part of their pet pig?
Did they actually have a pet pig?
No. It's a joke, dude. Calm down.
This
Well, I
guy
believe
is
you.
you're comedy gold. I'll tell you what.
I was about to say, I was like, I had like a story, because I've been, so for Thanksgiving, I've been to her house many times, but never with like her whole entire family there. And we get there, and she gets out of the car, and then she starts like gagging. I'm like, what? She's like walking towards the house, and then she just runs towards the house. I'm like, what's wrong? And I look in the garage, and there's a skinned deer that they killed
Nice.
that morning, with the head just sitting right next to it. I was like, oh, nice.
Now I'm going to go and eat.
They were draining it.
Yeah.
Did y'all eat deer for dinner?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like we
Maybe.
had left like earlier, so I don't know if they ended up eating it
Oh,
later.
okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
we ate like Thanksgiving lunch, and then
Okay.
so they might have had it for dinner.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
venison's very popular. Venison. Deers are kind of. Are you guys enamored by deer? The fact that animals that big just kind of roam around like wild right in your backyard and stuff.
I have to know what enamored means.
Like it's baffling and exciting a little bit.
Baffling.
Well, I want to live in Montana one day, and I'm going to have buffalo in my backyard.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
A guy on the buffalo. That's the John right there.
Tracy, what was your favorite memory from Thanksgiving here recently?
I have to say, just having everybody there and hanging out. And I really enjoyed KP brought his mom, and she played bingo or played cornhole with us.
Yeah.
And she laughed so hard,
Yeah.
throwing it everywhere. We just had a great time.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I
about
liked her confidence level. 'Cause she was like, before she started, she was like, I'm really good at this, you guys. Like during it, she was like, I am not good at this.
that. I bet she had a blast. Kenny Payne, you want to add anything to your memory from Thursday?
I don't remember much because how much scotch you gave me.
Oh my gosh, you had 3 sips of scotch and then you laid down for a 4-hour nap.
Lies. Just,
Do you remember singing karaoke with my father?
yes, I do. I remember it all the time.
Well, that's a lie because you didn't sing it. You talked it.
I mean,
He did sing it. That's right.
He did not sing. He talked.
Well, I mean, that's still it was Rage Against the Machine. They
So
pretty
Sam
much talked the whole
Hunt
time.
isn't a singer?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't really listen to Sam Hunt because he's fake. But
That's a good question, though, ain't it?
literally, he was talking the lyrics. And
Yeah, but
it
it was Rage Against the Machine. He talks. It's rap.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it not? Is that not considered rap?
I'm losing quite a lot of blood.
Yeah. Anybody watching the show want to share with us your favorite Thanksgiving memory before we move on to the next section? My favorite was seeing all my kids and having my grandbaby, and my mom present, knowing that we went. That's really sweet. Absolutely.
I love Grandma Brenda.
Yeah.
I think my favorite memory was going home and getting in my bed with my comfy socks
Oh yeah.
alone.
With
Oh,
a
yeah.
belly full of turkey and ham.
Turkey, bro. We've established this.
I know. I'm just trying to win you over.
Wait a minute.
You want me to just tell you? I'll pipe you up if you want.
No, it's okay.
That turkey was delicious. I just
It's
wanted to see what it
fantastic.
tastes like. It's fantastic.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to get paid to lose. I want to win.
That's what that dude reminded me of today when he was on the phone with you. He was like, I want to win.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to win. I'm like, shut up.
All right, let's do. Yeah, that's right. Let's do head to another question. There, Sonny.
So this one's interesting. It's from Deidre Randall.
Oh, man.
She wants to know. Kindell told me to ask how you felt about her being in
Polygamy.
a polygamy relationship.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so maybe Kendall needs to elaborate
I
a
don't
little
need to
bit on
elaborate
her
on anything.
on her relationships down there in Florida.
Did you
What
say
kind of gas station is this?
It's a very special gas station.
Boy.
No, there's just a running joke. They're my roommates. Deidre's a good friend of mine. That's who I moved in with down there. Her and her other half, they were married at one point, but they're working things out because whatever, it's their business. They bought a house.
What kind of business do they have?
None, yeah. And they mind it.
Dad jokes.
But they have a house and I like a 4-bedroom house, and they have a couple rooms open. So I moved in with them, and it's just a running joke because Ben he's a very sweet guy, but he's very like collected. Like he's very laid back, and he's not like, I don't know, rambunctious like I am.
Does he think about his money a lot?
I don't know what you're gonna say. But
Laid back. On my mind, on my money, on my money, on my mind.
We should have had a safe word.
But I have made it my life's goal to make him as uncomfortable as possible. And so, like, when I leave for work in the morning, I always, like, rub his hair, and I'll be like, have a great day, sweetie. And he'll just be like, Deidre, get your friend. And so it's just a running joke so when new people come over, Deidre calls him my husband and says that we're all in a marriage or whatever. It's
really
quite funny, but clearly it's not true.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you clarified that.
No, I want to know, is polygamy not okay with you?
Polygamy okay with me?
I would like to know who could handle polygamy. Like, how would you handle 2 of my mothers? I love you.
Yeah. I think that for my personal life, that's not an option.
not an option. Not that he doesn't agree. It's just not an option.
No, I mean, well, it's clearly not an option for me. Where do I stand on polygamy?
Are all the other men out of the shower yet?
Personally, I think that religiously, I don't find any findings in the Bible why polygamy is wrong. I mean, King David had multiple wives. King Solomon had 300 wives and 700 concubines. Let that just sink in.
I just want to know why it's so looked down upon if a woman has 2 men's.
Well, that's not polygamy.
What is it then?
That's
Trouble.
Trouble.
polyandry.
Oh, Ryan just brought the knowledge. I don't even know if it's true.
Not too much knowledge.
That means he's done some research.
It just sounds like it. It sounds like it's got to be
when
true.
a man is married to more than one woman, it's polygamy. But then when a woman is married to more than one husband, it is. Wow, I'm having
Polly something. Polly want a cracker.
polyandry.
No,
Yeah.
She's not racist. She can have whatever.
I was waiting. I was
knew you were
waiting,
going there.
Sonny.
Racist
Polly doesn't just want
jokes.
the cracker.
Polly don't just want a cracker.
We appreciate all shades.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Oh my gosh, Kitty.
Good old corn pop.
Yeah, I mean, let's just. I mean, realistically, I don't see biblically any problems with it. No. If I ever moved to South America,
Just let it go.
let it go.
We can just go to the next
I
question.
don't know. Honestly, though, I definitely in these days and times, I can't see how a guy can have multiple wives because women are much too independent, and they would have to have a relationship with multiple wives that they all got along, and it wasn't just chaos and stress and constant bickering and fighting and murder.
It's hard enough to get one woman to want to be with you.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, thanks, Ryan.
I mean, no,
I appreciate I appreciate your vote of
me.
confidence in me. Gosh.
Let me know if you like our vibes in the comments. I'm going for a smoke break.
Oh man.
I remember my whole life growing up, you and Mom joking about that. She's always been like, "Well, you can bring someone home, she can cook and clean, but sleep in a different room."
Yeah, that's right.
So essentially, a slave.
Yes.
I like that. Yes.
It was
wait.
It was the pause.
Yes.
Is this thing on?
Can you hear me?
Did you guys see that show? Did you see that Sister Wives show or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Is that what the name of that show was we watched? Where that dude had 3 wives and children with all 3 wives, and then like he had 3 townhomes that were all adjoined, but they were all like separate townhomes, but they had sliding doors between so they could go from living room to living room or whatever. That was pretty weird.
Super weird.
You know, I mean, if I were to have multiple, if like that was my lifestyle and I had multiple wives, like we would all live in the same house. Like me and all my wives would sleep in the same bed and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know. And the fact that that doesn't even, like, I can't imagine 3, like that's how David did, right? Didn't he do that?
He slept with all his wives.
Didn't they all sleep together? Doesn't the
Must have
Bible
been a big bed.
Doesn't the Bible say the guy says to a neighbor that comes in knocking late at night something about, though he won't get up because and he says, I'm already in the bed with my wives and children, I won't get up, but he will get up because of your incessant knocking. Isn't there something like that? Or maybe I may be reading that wrong.
They're all asleep, not that they're all in the bed huddled.
Yeah, it'd be a big bed. Well, it depends on how many wives, I guess. Solomon probably had like a big bed for 300 wives.
Imagine then if you had a big bed for 300 wives, and then a lot of like, not necessarily him, but if it were in like small tribal communities where they practice the same polygamy, they have these like 1-bedroom huts.
Keep in mind, though, with polygamy, just the reality is, it's not like a one American dude and like 2 or 3 or 4 American women, like the way that American women think. It's not really like that. It's most of the time when polygamy, especially other countries, especially in the past, like King David's times and stuff, the women were definitely oppressed, right? And they didn't have the same kind of freedoms and liberties and all that stuff, and they were not an equal in society.
and so the women were much more of property, of sorts than they are today.
Oh
So
man, please do not get her started.
you don't have to. Don't come at me. I'm not like starting anything. I'm just giving you facts. A lot of Solomon's wives, when he had 300 wives, a lot of those wives were relational. So like Solomon would make peace with the king of another country, and so then Solomon would marry that king's daughter. That daughter, they would consummate the marriage, but then that daughter most of the time would live in the same kingdom that her dad lives. And then whenever Solomon would come to town to visit, he'd stay at his wife's house,
That's nasty.
Disrespect.
I can't give you much explanation for the 700 concubines, though. I'm pretty sure I know what that's all
Can
about.
I ask you one more question on this?
But how many kids did the guy have? That's what you got to think about.
What I'm wondering is, when he was gone, do she get a little side man?
No, I can assure you that would not happen.
That's not fair.
Well, that's an American woman's mentality. That's not the.
I'm proud to be American.
I'm just saying that's not the mentality of the women of that day, right? So
I'm free.
Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, or that mentality is right or wrong. I'm just saying that's facts is facts. Their mentality back then was not that way, and if the woman would have got a little side action, both of them would have been killed. I'm sure of it. So
Murdered.
Murder.
Stoned. They'd have been stoned. Stoned and not in the way that Kindell sells out of the gas station down there.
Yeah.
Let's go to another question, Mazzani.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Amy Pope wants to know, are you on Santa's nice or naughty list?
Oh, goodness.
I should have said that like a radio personality.
Does Santa have a list?
Yeah, and he's checking it twice.
Do you guys do you guys know Santa? If you know Santa, can you tell him
he owes me
a lot of money?
I can't stand you. I cannot stand you. You tell that to my children.
Have you ever heard that before?
You said, are you serious? You said that to me my whole life. You said that to Lexi.
Well, it's true.
When we went to get the Christmas tree the other day, and when you walked away, she was like, "Does Pappy know Santa?" I was like, no, obviously, because he owes him a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Pappy is Santa.
Stop.
There are children watching this.
Oh, I'm sorry if you have children.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Saint Nick.
Wow.
Oh man. No, I mean,
he's on the naughty list now.
I know some parents get so mad at me when I don't come out and tell kids that though. I don't just say, "Hey, this is that." I always like drop some hints,
Yeah. Like literally every time we leave your house, Lexi always goes, "Mommy, is Santa real?" And I always go, "Do you think Santa's real?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right then." That way, technically, I'm not lying to her.
That's right. Then, and I don't.
What are you talking about? Santa's real, cuz.
I know Santa's real. You don't know what I'm talking about. How come you? All I said was I'm not lying. I could be lying if Santa's not real. I could say Santa's not real, and I could say a lie, and that could be a lie.
I am confusion.
Santa is real, children.
Santa lives in your hearts.
I would be on Santa's
naughty list.
Nice list.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What'd she say?
She said, "Look at him looking at Tracy."
He had to confirm that. Am I on the nice list?
I'm clearly on the nice list, right, honey? Right, honey?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as
Santa,
dialed.
what happened? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope I'm on Jesus' nice list.
Oh, wow. Way to turn it around.
All right, Mazzani. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Wait. I have a question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's actually for the viewers. My question is, how many of you guys may have seen Fat Ox's float at the Christmas parade in Hickory?
Well, how many?
And if you could, just throw up a comment in the stuff and all that jazz and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, wow. You guys made that super awkward. Thanks, fellas.
Well,
You're welcome.
What do you mean? What we do?
To follow that up.
Hello, I'm queer and now I'm here.
To follow that up, you were talking about Solomon, right? Two questions ago.
Our cat.
This is along the same lines. You're familiar with Genghis Khan?
Yeah.
Okay. You know he conquered a lot of people and he had a lot of concubines himself.
Yeah.
According to National Geographic, an international group of geneticists studying Y chromosome data have found that nearly 8% of the men living in the region formerly known as Mongol can trace their lineage back to Genghis Khan. That's
through his concubines and his wives and all that.
0.5% of the living population, nearly 16 million descendants today.
Wow.
That's a lot of birthday presents.
Sheesh.
That's a lot of cousins, and that's a lot of inbreeding.
Yep.
I'm just thinking how
That's
he
why I
did
stay
that.
home.
How far down in the ancestry, in the family tree, do you have to go before it's not called inbreeding? Like, how many cousins of cousins?
All the way, bro.
It's like
That's
the second
disgusting.
Well, what do you mean? You can't be all the way because we all came from Adam and Eve. So there's not explaining to do.
I didn't ask to be here. I just watched a video on that thing.
Let us know in the comments how far down the family tree, how many generations
That was strangely arousing.
before it's not inbreeding. Like, can you go like to a third cousin? Is that still inbreeding?
I don't know, fellas.
Jeffrey
I think
Turner
there's
said
potential in
fifth,
this
I
crowd.
think. He said fifth, I think.
Second cousin?
Second cousin.
I guess it's the fifth.
Andrew, I
thinks
have
it's
a lot of
fifth.
questions for your family.
Jeffrey thinks it's the fifth cousins.
Allegedly.
I guess it's how pretty she is.
Damn right.
All right, let's go to
Well,
the next
your
one.
mom and my dad.
That's right.
Your daddy said he was going to give me a tractor we get married.
Who's your grandma? Yeah, if you see...
I'm dead sexy.
Sonny is not having it.
As you can see, I am not in real relation to these people.
Me neither.
Sonny.
I said what I said.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm worried about y'all. What are you saying?
Sorry. I farted.
All right, let's go to the next question.
All right, let's do it.
We're getting a lot of Christmas questions. I love this. Jolly in the
Coming
year.
up on Christmas
Yes.
season.
So,
Peppermint florist. Anyways,
Christmas shop.
this is from Marcus Strickland. I can't do it like Andrew.
Well, why? Let me ask you. Let's just straighten something out right now, Mazzani. Let's just straighten something out
What?
right now.
What? What's
Right
wrong?
now.
What's wrong? Take the question down. I want to
Why
hear
is it every time you try to do guns at the camera, you point at your monitor over there instead of at your camera?
That's right in front of you.
This thing right in front of you is your camera.
Literally.
You're still not, you're looking over there. Look right here at that. There. Now go like this.
You could tell me this after. You had to come on here and embarrass me. Embarrass me. You had to come out here and point out my flaws.
No, I want you to spend the
You're
rest of
supposed to
the show
accept me.
doing air guns to the right people. If you're gonna shoot somebody, I want you to hit them.
You're still looking at the monitor.
I want you to hit them.
Because I'm trying to. I like looking at myself.
You're one of those people that does the camera when you're doing your videos on your cell phone. You're like looking off screen. You're looking at the screen instead of at the camera.
Yes,
So you're always talking to somebody like this. So how's it going? I'm sorry.
you're not alone, Mazzani.
I've crossed the line.
The line has been crossed. Cricket.
Hey, I want to see what it looks like though on the monitor. Can you give me air guns at the camera?
I don't want to anymore. I'm not doing it anymore.
even care.
I'm sorry, Mazzani. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I thought that you would like it.
I thought you loved me.
Ryan.
Ryan's in the background shooting air guns at
From
your
now
camera.
on, I'm actually going to just say Ryan, and he just knows. Okay?
I love it when you do air guns, honestly.
Look at your
Look at Ryan.
Mazzani.
I'm just going to be like,
seri-
Ryan.
I'm serious. I actually love it when you do air guns. It's like something cool about it. I think every time you do air guns, I think to myself, that's like a clip we can use like for promotional purposes.
Andrew just figured out there's another way for him to get on camera.
Another shameless plug by
He's
Andrew.
going to be like, did someone say Biden?
Before we go to the next question, I just want to say that Andrew apparently was right because Jeffrey looked it up, and it's second cousin.
Oh, second cousin. I actually looked it up, and it's so you
That's disgusting.
you can have relations with your second cousin.
No laptop needed.
No. Back up. You can't.
Wait, let's clarify what a second cousin is. So a second cousin would be the child of your first cousin? Is that right? Or your children. So like let's say I'm cousins
This is
with
getting nastier, bro.
Okay, hold on.
Disgusted.
We have to clarify so some people don't
Oh
get
my
in trouble.
God! Who the hell cares?
So let's say you have your sisters. No.
It would be like if Liam and Kaya,
But they don't know Liam and Kaya. So it'd
my
be,
child and my cousin's child. Just say that. Why you gotta make it complicated?
so like my mom.
Is your mom's mom?
It says share a great grandparent. Second cousin share a great grandparent. 3 generations.
Oh, that's too close. You can't go to the same family reunion. You can't go to the same Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, wait. So it's
You can't meet your dates at your Thanksgiving dinner.
It's okay that you have a
That's too
child with your
close.
second cousin, but you can't go to the family reunion
That's
together.
too close. No, that's what I'm saying.
All right,
I'm
honey, I'll
saying-
meet you back at the house at 5. Don't look at me when we get there.
Hey, pass me some of that mashed potatoes in your phone number there. No, I don't think so. That's too close. I would say third cousins.
I don't think any type of cousins at all whatsoever. And what's really terrible is when you
No
live in a
child.
small town, listen, I'm going to tell you, I am not a racist, but for the longest time, I would only date white people. Do you know why? I didn't want to accidentally be dating my cousin.
Hey.
Because you never know. And now I got to be worried about them. I got to worry about the white people too.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, you just, before you guys
thought?
get married to anybody, go to a family reunion with them.
Yes.
That's what I got to say.
Both of them, both sides.
Especially if you're from a small town.
Ask your grandma. Take them to meet your grandma and ask them to run their lineage.
Yeah, if you're
Be like,
riding with your new boyfriend to Thanksgiving dinner and they pull in your grandma's house,
Babe,
you got
why are we
problems.
Don't even get out of the vehicle. Just vacate.
Abort mission.
Okay. That's a good
Okay.
question. Was that a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a question. We
Okay,
went
good
with
question.
It hardcore.
That was fun. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is disgusting.
Okay, so this next one comes from Marcus Strickland. He wants to know, I want to know what y'all want for Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
What do you guys think? I know what Kenny wants. He wants a... Does anybody else know? You guys know.
Of course
Everybody
we
knows
know.
what
Yeah, we
Kenny
know.
wants.
Mm-hmm. He wants 2 smoking hot wives and 2 big girls with 2 pizzas so the big girls don't get hungry.
And a duplex.
Do you fancy another girl? No, he wants a PS5.
Yeah, he wants a PS5.
Gift him.
Actually, you know,
And a duplex in Utah.
there's not many PS5s left in store.
No, there's no PS5.
Everyone is buying them to resell on like eBay and stuff for like $1,000.
No, it's a sham how PlayStation and Walmart are getting together. Walmart has a crap ton of PS5s in storage, and they're just doing this bit by bit sales. Shout out to PlayStation, you suck.
He's salty. If PlayStation wants
He's
to make
salty.
it better,
He
you
spent
can
a bunch
send
of time
him one
trying to get it.
to Fat Ox.
It's the supply shortage, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's because of COVID.
It's Biden's fault.
No.
I got one when it first came out.
Yes.
Yeah, we know,
Why you gotta
Ryan.
brag
You tell
about
us
it, Ryan?
every time.
What do you mean every time?
Guys, I was playing the next generation of gaming, like super transcendent. It's like nothing else. Anyways, what were you guys doing?
Anyways, how's your last gen, Kenny?
PS4, you suck.
I got my PS5 when it first came out at GameStop. GameStop.
Yeah.
Actually, mine was from Walmart. Shout out Walmart.
Walmart. I want a few days away from the kids with my wife. Nice, Jeffrey.
Oh, I thought that said from the kids and my wife. I was about to be like, Jeffrey, do not go
Man
home tonight.
eating chicken.
Without a hyphen, it's just a man eating chicken.
Oh my God.
Nothing scary about that.
That sounds like a joke Uriah would tell.
Okay. So,
But with a hyphen, it's a man eating chicken.
y'all see what I deal through? Do you see what I deal through?
You best
Deal
run.
through?
You best run.
You see what I deal through?
That's what you go through.
I have a prayer request for me during this show. But yeah, go ahead. Let's go around real quick. Speed round. What do you want?
Oh, yeah. What do we want for Christmas? Oh, I forgot. Do you know what I want, Tracy?
How do you not know what
Oh
you
yeah, I want a projector. I want a movie, a high dollar. It doesn't have to be high dollar, but high quality movie theater projector.
I want you to have that too.
For the big van cave. We'll put that up in the big van cave, and then that'll be it.
Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't
You
going to say
guys
that
will
about
be
the
like,
office.
What color was his hair the last time we saw him? And then Tracy will just come and go as she pleases, bringing me food, taking away my chamber pot.
She said you'll starve.
What about you, Kendall? What are you wanting for Christmas?
I have no idea. I think I stopped knowing what I wanted for Christmas a long time ago.
When you found out about Santa?
Yeah. At that point, I just
A
realized I was
few
getting my
moments
crappy
later.
gifts from you. I'm just kidding.
He's not real.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
What?
I don't really want any more materialistic thing. Just being able to come home and spend time with you guys and clarification, because I'm in a spot in my life right now I don't know where to be.
That's cool.
So, just being with you guys.
Some stuff from Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice. How about you guys in the hole back there? Christmas wishes? Tell me now before Santa watches this show.
See, Ryan, he is real.
You don't want to miss him.
Yeah, I know he's real. I just want some books, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like how-to books? How to hang a shelf?
Just how to read.
He said how to read? You're going to read a book on how to read?
How to for dummies?
Oh, I can't.
Well, I already have a PS5, so I don't.
The graphic. Oh, well, I mean, well, I can't.
Low blow, Ryan. Low blow.
Low blow.
Wow.
Andrew, Christmas wishes.
Probably just guns and ammo. That's like what I'm really into.
Guns and ammo.
Yeah.
What kind of gun you got your
Ryan is
eyeball on?
leaving.
So I have an
Bazooka.
No. Probably just more pistols. I just got my concealed carry, so.
How many pistols can you possibly carry at one time?
We
Ask
gotta
your
have one
wife.
for every vehicle and every room, and
Yeah.
then like one under your desk. You know.
One for each hand.
You got a gun at work?
No.
Maybe.
I cannot.
What about you, Tracy K? What you want for Christmas?
You should know the answer to that one.
I know, but just tell the viewers
Get close to the microphone.
so I can remember.
A Jeep.
Oh, yeah. She's wanted that for Christmas for a couple of years now.
Don't act surprised.
Yeah, I knew that you wanted a Jeep. I just thought you knew you were getting one.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, there you go, Robbie. There you go, Robbie.
They want a raise.
We're
Yes,
sorry.
can I get a
Your call
raise?
cannot be
That'd be
completed
good.
as dialed.
Robbie, I need to borrow $1.
Only when I'm an executive producer.
The second gift want would be a gun for the new Jeep.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh.
Tracy, what new gun? Oh, how did she ask that question before you asked the question?
She's in her mind.
Wow. Is this show on delay? Am I seeing this?
Wait, what?
Show on delay.
I'm seeing this show on delay. That's
Underlay, mama.
that's crazy. How did she ask what kind of new gun you want before you even told everybody you wanted a gun? Misty's in there. She is in it.
Like swimwear.
What gun did you get? What gun did you get, Mama?
Did you hear that splash?
He did it. Don't ask that question.
What kind of gun would you like to get?
What gun did you get her last year? Was it a 12 gauge?
No. Did I get you a gun last year?
Or the year before? 2 years ago. I just remember
Don't act like I didn't get you nothing
2
last
years
year. What did I
ago,
get you
and I
last
got a
year?
20 gauge
a
shotgun
20
2
gauge. Okay,
years
well, I'm just saying the whole reason I brought it up is because it was hilarious that you used the wrapping paper
That was
thing
hilarious.
to shape a gun. And
Did we
Mom
get
was
any-
so excited.
Did
And
we
then
get any
she's like,
pictures for that? Did we
I
get
mean,
any
he
pictures?
tortured me
I don't know.
for 2 weeks.
So I took-
wrapping it and sitting it on the counter.
You know, like the cardboard roll that's like a toilet paper holder, like the
For the wrapping
the
paper.
empty toilet paper roll is like cardboard, but it's like in wrapping paper they're like 3 foot long. You know, so I took that and with some other papers, and I wrapped all that, and so it looked like I wrapped a gun, right? And then I set it up on the mantle behind the tree, and so like everybody was looking at, oh, wonder what you're getting, blah blah blah. But when I took it down and handed her, she went to open it. It was like paper.
it was
She's like,
hilarious.
damn it. She thought that I didn't really get her one, but I just played a trick on her. And then I brought the real one out later. But it was pretty freaking significant moment in Christmas history. Santa would have been proud of me. I just got the 39. Oh, yeah. Hey, we have that graphics card in our computer that you're watching this show on. So, Jeffrey, that's a beast. It's nice. I could have bought 4 PS5s with how much it cost me. That means that he's really, really rich.
Is he?
Clearly, he's...
Mazzani said, well, hello.
Wait, give me the camera.
I'm Mazzani.
He's going to have to move to Utah next to Kenny then.
It's me.
He just said he's going to... His
What's wrong with
Christmas
your
wish
eye?
is to be
It's fake.
Just him and his wife alone. So now you're trying to edge in.
She just wants to be one of their children.
Dr. Evil!
I thought you said this polygamy thing was all right.
Polygamy thing.
Now you reneging.
Hypocrisy.
Get in my belly!
What does that one say, Kenny? Play that one again, Kenny. Which one? The one you just played.
Get in my belly!
Kenny, what's your Christmas wish? Is it the PS5?
Once you've had fat, you never go back.
What? Is it PS5 or you got something else you really want?
No. I'm just going to try to make my mom happy this Christmas. That's all I really care about.
Oh. She was...
that wasn't meant for all that, but...
Yeah, that's sweet, Kenny.
I actually have mad respect for the love Kenny has for his mom.
You don't have that much love for your mom?
No, it's always been
again.
Kenny and his mom. Can y'all not? Oh, I honestly thought you guys were synchronized. I thought you were harmonizing.
We were. And with some help from the...
I thought it was just you guys, and I was honestly
That would've been a
proud.
good
I was
split
very
screen right
proud.
there.
Yeah, it would have been good split screen.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What is happening?
Oh, no.
Microphone access.
Oh,
Check 212.
Way to pay attention, Ryan.
What has happened,
What?
Ryan?
it's okay.
What has happened?
Hold the phone.
I feel the pressure.
They can't see this, so
Oh.
keep going like you're being normal.
Oh, okay. Did you
What?
know you can make
Can-
a portermello mushroom
Can
burger?
you guys
What?
see
Yeah.
the
I don't understand the words that just came out of your
see
mouth.
what's going on
to
the
know how to
screen
make what you're
right
talking
now?
about.
Can't.
No, they cannot.
Oh, because it just changed the monitor that we're seeing?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What? How did that happen? Did you click something or did it? Oh, okay, so it's not like the system malfunction. So, don't know if you can see us, but we can't see you. All of our monitors went to
We don't know who you're looking
the
at.
control panel. Says that microphones or something or whatever. But we're going to act like we can see you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions that we want to ask, Ms. Oni?
You didn't ask me what I want for Grandma.
Huh?
You didn't ask
You
me.
didn't ask her what she wanted for Christmas.
I thought you told us what you wanted. Thank you, Ryan.
What did I tell you?
You said that you wanted to be able to come over and
that was me.
make dinner for us. And didn't you say something about that? Massage.
Was that after you said you would give me a raise?
Oh.
Oh.
Back up, Terry.
I'm sorry. You need to get that. That's back up, Terry. Have you said that?
Put on reverse, Terry.
Terry. I'm sorry, I did not do that.
What do you want for Christmas? Mazzani speaks.
Well,
Are you going to tell everybody what you're going to name your son if you have a son?
Wait. Back up. What?
Hulk.
Hulk. And her last name is Speaks.
That's hilarious, bro.
He'd be like, Hulk Speaks.
Okay. Anyways.
Hulk Angry.
Stop.
Hulk Sings.
We all know my baby's name gonna be Randy. My little Ran
You
Ran.
should have named Skylar Randy.
Name him. Cram.
She would have been. It'd be like naming her Hulk. Anyway, she is a baby Hulk though. But
Nick-
no, if I was gonna
Nickname Cram.
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 that'd have been hilarious, actually, low key. But if I was gonna say what I wanted for
Andrew.
Andrew's leaning over to be on your camera.
He wants to get some more time on the camera. That's what he wants for Christmas. I think I would have to say I just want my baby to have a really good Christmas. That's like ultimate, you know. And then if it's something for me, I want somebody to pay my bills.
No.
He paid my
Phone
telephone
bills.
But let's talk about your baby having a good Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Do you think your baby's going to know it's Christmas?
No.
I will make her know. What you talking about? I will be like, it's Christmas.
And she's going to be like, what's happening here?
I'm gonna make her love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
All my kids' first and second Christmas, they just got like a rattle.
That's what I say. Get your kid a box and wrap it.
Yeah.
They will have
She's
fun
gonna-
for hours.
Charlie loved it. He
Save
still
your
plays with
money.
that box.
Save your new
I've already spent money. I already hit up my Cyber Monday deals.
New parents, save your money. Don't buy all those flashy toys for your kids. They do not know.
But
They're just
I
like-
know. I remember.
I was told
Yeah.
Tracy our babies were like larvae. You know, they just like.
That's what he said about my kids, and I hated it. I'd be like, "Here, Dad." Like, I always thought my dad hated my kids for like the first 4 months of their life because he wouldn't hold them, and then finally he would hold them, and he would just like hold them out in front of him like this, and he'd be like,
Because your head's like.
"What are you doing?"
That's how they look.
I remember asking Mom multiple times, "Does he hate my children?"
No, I love babies, but I'm just saying, let's be realistic here.
I posted that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let us know what you guys want for Christmas in the comments below. We want to see what you want.
Oh, she's right. She already does have a box. My grandma made Skylar a box, and it's a car. She put wheels on it.
Yeah.
And like she said she's gonna put a rope handle so she can drag her. But she loves that box. But the cat tries to sleep in it.
Oh yeah, hey, it's Christmas time. I forgot to my classic parental advice at Christmas time: get you like 3 or 4 boxes, just empty boxes, and wrap them. Put them under the tree, and when your kid misbehaves, throw one in the fireplace.
Burn it. Facts.
Say now. Keep running your mouth. Facts.
Yes.
I want to be closer to Jesus just to know better about him. I do too. I always want to be closer.
Hey, let's hit this one. I can't put it on the screen, but it's from Tyler Shuford, and he wants to know.
Is it inappropriate or something?
I just can't get it on the screen.
Is it not from Facebook?
No.
Who's it? Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Why don't you let her do her job?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've gone over the line again.
Back up, Terry.
Okay.
Back up, Terry. Okay, so this question comes from Tyler Shuford. He wants to know, what is y'all's, just quoting it, opinion on the Kyle Rittenhouse case? Do you believe it was self-defense?
Oh, wow.
Curious.
We talked about that last week.
Did we? Who is that?
That's the kid that had the AR-15 in that crowd, and he shot the people. The guy with the skateboard was hitting him in the head, and the other guy went to shoot him, and he shot him to defend himself.
Self-defense. That's what we decided. Okay, next question.
We, as the court jury, decided self-defense.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Next.
Bang, bang.
This one comes from Cameron R.
Cameron R.
First name Cameron, second name Rattlefish.
Rattlefish.
Rattlefish?
I don't know.
Well, that escalated quickly.
That would be your name if you lived on the reservation.
Rattlefish.
Rattlefish.
And my theme song is Tambourine Born, Pictures of Elizabeth. I'm sorry. Okay, this question says, do you guys know anything about ACCW, Alexander County Championship Wrestling? I may come check it out. I don't know anything about that. What is that?
I have to apologize that I don't know anything about it either.
Sounds like some WWE stuff.
ACC. Google it.
Actually, I
Sounds like
have
it's gonna
heard
be
of
in somebody's
that.
barn.
Oh, we have that down here?
Yeah, we actually.
ACCW.
Well, no,
Oh,
this
so
is,
it's not like school sanctioned
no,
wrestling.
no,
it's
no.
like,
It's literally Alex. It's literally a bunch of
Oh.
people.
nice, like WWE.
We really do have it. I'm looking at it.
No.
For real, it's got like that's probably where the Italian Stallion used to be and stuff.
They've got Facebook.
Yeah, I
No.
mean,
Nice. I might have to check that out too.
yeah.
Yeah, I might low key want to see
It's
it.
It would
actually
be fun.
It's a family.
If you can have alcohol there.
Yes, you can.
I mean,
it's
'cause
family
if-
friendly, but you can have alcohol there because
I'm not saying you want to get soused or anything,
My
but if
kids.
you were sipping on something and then a big
Bringing
hairy
scotch?
yeah, a scotch, and then a big hairy guy comes out in the spandex.
They got chicks.
they have. Yeah, they do.
No
Casey
problem.
Fox. Casey Fox wrestles for them. We went to school with
We
her.
have a mixed
Well,
martial
actually,
arts
she's
team
a little
too.
younger than us.
Just I don't know what they're called, but shout out them if you're watching this. We also have people who do mixed martial arts from Stony Point in Alexander County. 2 of them, just to shout them out, Xavier Poole and Josh McClain,
Nice.
and they're really good.
That's same as wrestling,
Xavier?
right? The MMA
Because
stuff.
MMA?
Not even close.
Come on, it's all fake.
No, it's
MMA is not.
it's actually very impressive.
What?
These types of wrestlers, the choreography and the
You
athleticism
used to
that it
do
takes.
stuff.
It's legit.
Yeah, but I mean the MMA is all choreographed.
Well, that yeah, but this stuff is, I mean, impressive.
Coming from the guy who's all about
all
it.
the fighters that are watching right now are like, no, it's not.
They're sitting in their mom's house in their bubble bath. It's not fake.
No, I know for a fact MMA is not fake, but I've had people tell me that before, that it was just as fake as wrestling, and I'm like, dude, I've stood 3 foot away from a guy whose ankle
Isn't it
broke off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it
You know,
kind of like
it's-
just groundwork for like everybody that's in the UFC?
It's MMA is the real deal thing. Wrestling is the choreographed, planned out kind of thing.
Of course.
Matter of fact, Tracy and I's brother-in-law, Vernon, right? Brother-in-law? Would you see? He used to, when we first met him, he was a bit more rotund than he is now, and he would wrestle in these things. He said that the biggest fight he ever had or match he ever had was up in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania somewhere, and he was the same place. And he was wrestling. He was wrestling some guy that was more well known. Like when he mentioned his name, I think I had heard of him, but I can't remember the name now. But he said that he had to go up like 2 days before the actual event because him and that guy had to go through all the moves and all the choreography that was going to be during the main event. So, even on these little regional wrestling levels, they do a lot of, because I mean you got to think about it. It's pretty dangerous the stuff that they do. You have to have it planned.
Really, Coach? This is a dream come true.
Yeah, my cousin Lori told me that, like they wear those wristbands because they'll hold like box cutter knives or whatever in them and like slash their eyebrows. So it's kind of still real, but
they don't slash their eyebrows.
Then how do they get the blood?
It's not real blood.
How do you know? Have you been in a wrestling match?
Why would you cut yourself open?
Why would you purposely get in a wrestling? What's that called? An octagon
let's ask
with the MMA fighter and let them punch you in the face.
Well, that's MMA. That's real.
Why would you do? So if it's real, then why would you make the choice to do that? I think it's Tuesday. I think I'm just gonna go get in the
plan is not to get your face bashed open.
And I'm just gonna get my face bashed in.
The goal is to get in the ring and not get
a single face bashing.
$1 million baby.
There's a lot of guys that get in and out without.
I don't want to get paid to lose.
Look at Mike Tyson. Hey, speaking of Mike Tyson, he's fighting again. Did y'all see that? Dude is training for a new fight. It's pretty impressive. I saw an article. I saw.
Wait. I got a sound effect for Mike Tyson.
Mike, were you really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
My back is broken. My back is
Listen.
Spinal.
Spinal. No, I'm super impressed by Mike because.
Thank you, Misty.
So a lot of wrestlers do cut or scratch. She would know because she was privy to that.
I wouldn't know because
back
I'm just
in the
a
day.
nobody.
Have you ever had relationship with a wrestler?
Wait a minute.
Not like that.
I did not have relations with that woman.
Not like that. Why does it gotta go there? Why does it gotta go straight to the gutter?
Lord have mercy.
I'm talking about like, do you know any wrestlers that would know?
Michael B. Jordan in my dreams.
Misty obviously would know. Anyway, let's ask Cameron. Cameron, tell us about these wrestlers. Wrestlers. Do they cut themselves to actually
they don't cut themselves.
bleed?
They cut each other.
They cut somebody else.
Yes.
Let us know if you have proof that wrestlers cut themselves or others to produce blood to animate the show. But back to Mike Tyson, I saw like a meme with Mike Tyson on it, and he was saying, "Never think your best days are behind you," or something like that. And it showed him he was mixing a protein powder, getting ready to go do a workout, train for this new fight. And dude is like, how old now? 50 something. So I was very impressed by that. Very impressed by that.
Zyda says he's 55.
55 and starting to train for a new fight.
That
Very
makes
impressive.
him like 3 years older than you.
Okay. And on that note, he is out. Here's the next question.
For that reason, I'm out.
This next question is for Van specifically.
Oh, goodness.
It's from Missy St. Clair. Kiss.
Question for Big Van.
What's the funniest thing your dad ever did to your mom?
Oh, gosh. Funniest thing your dad ever did to your mom? Me. That's a good answer.
Bye.
I'm pretty funny.
The show is over. We're done.
Mazzani's taking her headphones off. Let me see. I don't know. Let me think. My dad's pretty funny. I don't know. I'm still thinking about how good my answer was. So.
Why am I even here?
This is a long one. Never mind.
Why did Jeffrey wait so long to comment? God, that's a good comment.
I like
What did he say?
He said, heck, you cut me. That fight no longer going to be fake.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Okay.
I like when your parents.
What
get
were we
irritated
answering?
at each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back when I was a kid, but the reality is recently he does a lot of funny stuff too.
When they get aggravated,
Yeah.
because like they're both so like, like sophisticated, and so they don't cuss or holler, and so it's just I just literally can hear Baba going, "Well, honey," like making that face too, and then Mima will be like, "Terry," and he'll be like, "Catherine."
Yeah, that's pretty much like it. Yep.
That's probably.
Mazzani. What?
I was trying to think of a time. I couldn't. I was trying to think to myself.
And I think to myself,
what a wonderful world.
That made me gassy.
It wasn't very good.
I think we did great.
I agree, it wasn't very good.
Oh.
Okay, let's do another question. Mazzani.
Okay, let's hit it. All right. Jeffrey Turner wants to know, at what age do you tell your kids? Hold on, Jeffrey. I'm not going to be this guy.
Oh, goodness, Jeffrey.
Stop it, Jeffrey.
That's offensive.
You're not that guy, pal.
I'm offended.
You're not that guy.
I didn't even realize what you were asking.
That's just offensive, Jeffrey.
I don't think
we can talk about multiple wives. We can talk about old men fighting in MMA or whatever.
Well, we do not discuss Santa here.
Bruh. Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight.
I don't think you're supposed to say it out loud, Jeffrey. I think you can imply it. You can imply it to other adults, but I don't think you're allowed to say it out loud in case a child is watching.
Don't speak that blasphemy.
I mean, really, why would you want to ruin their childhood?
You're ruining mine right now.
That's why I told you.
Well, what's worse? Let's have this discussion.
Oh
What's worse? Telling them that, and then at some point, them realizing they've been lied to their whole lives,
I don't lie to my kids.
or just telling them straight up the whole time. What's worse?
Straight up, girl, tell me. I'm sorry.
Do you really believe in Santa?
Hey, that's a real question. How about you guys watching at home? Tell us in the comments, how many of you tell your kids straight out the truth about that topic, and how many of you guys let your kids believe the other option?
How old was I when you told me?
Never.
Truth.
Did we ever?
That's a dead lie.
I feel like your kids just kind of find out.
Because I
on their
remember,
own.
I clearly remember being in like 4th grade in Miss Valcourt's class, and I was in the lunchroom at Stony Point Elementary, and some kid was like, "There's no Santa."
Hold
And
up,
I was like,
pause.
"What?"
Pause.
Oh, look at that. That's good. That's badass right
Pause.
there.
Speaking of,
Now
I
she
look
gonna
how
do it.
close my finger looks.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now when you do air guns, you're going to be like, bow, 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 bow.
Anyways, I just thought about 4th grade. You don't understand how long I've had to put up with Kindell.
Since we were 5, that was kindergarten, bro.
Yeah, I know. You was mean then.
Still
And,
mean.
listen to this. I'm about to blow your mind. In 4th grade, in Miss Valcourt's class, I bought a knife to school. You would.
A shank.
No, it's your fault. I got in trouble. I'm about to tell you why.
You bought a shank.
I bought a butter knife to school, right? Because I used to like frozen oranges. Those were my favorite.
Okay.
And I would, it's hard to cut. But in my brain, I didn't think, by the time lunch rolls around, it's going to be de-thawed anyway. But I was like, I'm going to bring a knife to school, and I just cut it. And then it was lunchtime. I bought my knife.
She's just living her life.
Kendall doesn't even think. She just goes, Masani, is that a knife? And Miss Valcourt goes, come here.
Leave it to me.
Come
I
here.
always call her out.
Come here right now. And I'll
Look.
come here. And they called my mom to come and get the knife.
Oh, my
And I
God.
got in trouble.
Yeah, she's just in there living her best
Well,
life.
it's probably
and
because you were
cutting her
chasing
arms.
Kendall around the lunch.
Now, that is very highly. That's
Jabbing her.
highly likely.
Why would I? You want to talk about the lunchroom?
But no, I do not.
Do you?
No,
You
I
want to
do-
talk about the hot
Ma'am,
dogs?
Ma'am, I do
Oh.
not. I do not
Okay.
want to do that.
That
I
sounds
do-
like it's getting out of
no.
control.
Yeah, it's very out of control.
Don't do that.
But our whole lives growing up, I will give it to her. I was the mean one. Probably 82% of the scars on her body came from me being mean to her, pushing her down. And stuff.
Like pushing me on the
how
tire
long
swing
you
too high.
gotta? Do you know how
It's
long
not
you
my
gotta? Do you know how long you gotta carve on somebody with a butter knife to leave a scar? It's a long time.
Remember that time I pushed you into the hinge for the back door?
In my bag.
Yeah.
I did.
When you were telling that story about running into the car on your ATV thing,
Yes.
I just want to know, like, why when you self-inflict harm, it's funny. But when I accidentally pushed you into the hinge for the back door, you got me grounded for 3 days.
It's not an accident.
Because of pain, first of all.
Yeah.
She's sadistic like Tracy is. If somebody gets attacked or falls down or loses a limb.
Hold on a second, bro. You can't be talking about my mama like that without giving me time to leave.
Yeah, Tracy laughs the hardest when I'm injured.
Oh man,
that's
that is
usually
the
the
truth.
truth. So,
That my favorite.
like if I don't know why, because like if I bend over like to put on my socks and then
you
I
throw your back out,
and my back goes out.
Look at her right now. She's losing it.
Yeah, it's just
You're the only one I know that can throw their hip out walking up the hill.
Hey, that was one time.
Dude, she called me and she was like, your dad laid up on the couch. And I was like, what did he do? She said he bent over to get ice out of the freezer.
Oh yeah, that was another time.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
But that was like a bend. That was like a bend and twist motion. So I was like bent over and twisted, and I was like, "Oh, son of a!"
I'm surprised it didn't happen like
Ben
years ago. Like when you fell off the skateboard. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was
the Hunter
younger
Bridge
then
house?
and more agile.
Dad, are you serious?
Yeah,
You
that
wiped
was
out on
like
the front
12
porch because you couldn't handle a freaking 4-foot skateboard.
That's a clown skateboard.
It was. One of those little
he was like,
skateboards.
honey, watch me. And the next thing you know, his 6-foot self is laid flat out on the front porch, and mom's just losing it in the doorway.
Yeah, not helping me up. No. One time when we were very young, we were teenagers probably. When we lived on Monticello Road, how old were we? It was before Kindell was born. We were teenagers.
Early 20s.
We were playing video games in our living room. We rented a house in Statesville, North Carolina. We were playing video games. We were both laying on the floor facing the TV and with our backs to the door, to the front door. And it was to the side door. And she did something, I can't remember, but it prompted her to run for her life because she knew she was in trouble. Whatever she did, I can't remember what she did. She threw a drink on me or something. Anyway, she stood up and took off running. And she ran out the screen door on the side door. And as soon as you go out the screen door, the deck was right there. And then to the side of the deck, it was just like a 10 inches or a 1 foot drop down to the yard. Right? So she ran out the screen door onto the deck, off onto the yard, and out into the front yard. Well, I jumped up to chase her, and I was thinking, like a race car does, if you lean, as you're going around the curve, you'll get more speed. Look at Tracy. It's true. If you lean while you're running to get better traction, I was thinking I could make up some lost time, And so I bust through the screen door, and I leaned to get my traction. But the problem was my foot slipped on the deck, and I fell off the deck into the yard and hit my knee on a root. Mazzani's trying it, by the way. If all the cameras are shaking because you were bouncing next to that camera.
I don't think it works.
Andrew, can you confirm or deny the truth of that?
Mazzani was trying to run and lean while she was running, but anyways, long story short, I busted my knee. I literally think I broke my knee, and she could not. She just laughed at me. She's still laughing, just like that. She laughed that hard when I'm laying there, literally writhing on the ground in pain.
Oh, that right there. That's probably my best childhood memory.
That's my life.
Mom constantly losing it at your pain. Like that time
Yeah.
she fake pulled an eyebrow hair out of
There wasn't nothing
There
fake
was
about
no
that.
hair on those tweezers. She did not
It ain't
get
my fault the hair didn't let go. She pulled the hell out of it.
Hold on, rewind. Speaking of hair, remember that time you shaved your leg off? When she shaved all the skin off.
Oh yeah, I love talking about that. Dad can't stand it.
That's
He
disgusting.
cannot stand when I talk about shaving my legs. He'd be like, ugh.
That's because I guess do all women do that?
Everybody does it. Even swimmers. Do you real stuff? Are you a swimmer? No, you're not a swimmer.
Yeah,
His nickname is Splash.
He's a professional
Yeah,
swimmer.
his shirt's a swimmer.
Hey,
No, not me.
well,
Well, most swimmers shave their legs and their arms.
yeah, but do they all scrape off half the skin on their shin
If
bone?
they get scared.
I don't know.
My friend Adrian.
Scared.
All I know is Kindell comes in
Tell
and
the
there's
show.
like this. There's
no,
like
you gotta hear the story.
there's like
Oh my
this
gosh.
much of exposed flesh
Because
where
my
she had
friend came
scraped her
busting
skin
in the
off
door.
and there's blood running everywhere and like there's skin hanging off the razor. It's
That's just when you're bad at shaving.
that's just.
Okay, first of all.
Anyways, it was
Ryan,
disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Do you still do that?
No, I think I'm a pro at it now.
So you were bad at shaving.
Except for that one scar I got 2 days ago.
Yeah.
No, I was just doing my own business, and Adriana came busting in the door. Scared the heck out of me.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah. And this one time, I was super dumb. And I showed my leg, and I had a scar, but it was a scab.
on your arm?
No, on my leg. But I can't. You want me to put my leg up here?
No.
All right, then. It was a scab, and I was shaving. And for some dumb reason, my brain, I was like, I'll just slide to the right real fast and then go up and just totally missed that scab and slashed my leg right up, bro.
Kindell, I can relate. Like,
Yeah?
there's
You
one
shave your
time-
legs a
You
lot?
shave your legs too, babe?
No, like it was the first time that I shaved my face. There was this girl that I really liked, and it was coming up to Christmas time.
It's the Grinch replayed.
I was doing the Grinch. I came to school with a bag on my head.
Bruh.
And I put a book over my face.
Oh, my gosh.
Teacher's like, put the book down.
Oh, you were telling. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow,
You were
Mazzani.
telling. I'm
hilarious.
so sorry. I
Way to ruin it.
I don't even care.
Oh
dun,
my gosh. Finally gets up the nerve to
You
share
know what,
one of his
Andrew? I got
stories.
you.
There's one time.
This one time at band camp.
Well, Van, your story, I can relate. Actually, when I went up to Philly for Thanksgiving,
I got you.
I think it was the second night I was there. We were drinking a lot of spirited beverages, and I think
At band camp?
no, this was
Oh,
like 2 days
man.
ago.
That's what my parents didn't let me go.
Team spirit?
Spirited beverages.
Okay.
And alcohol. And my brother's like, "Hey, can you go walk the dog for me?" And I'm like, "Cool." They just got a new Samoyed. It's a really big puppy, almost a year old. And I'm like, "All right, well, I'm gonna run this thing just because." he
Let's
went
see
to-
what it's made of.
It's like a motorcycle. I'm gonna see how fast it can go.
See what he's got.
Make sure you lean, you go faster.
Shout out to dogs over there. Lick me in my mouth anytime.
Please. Anyways, I was a little sauced up, so I'm running, and I just completely ate it. It's cold up there, so the ground is icy in some places, and I really messed myself up. Like my whole half of my body was just scabbed up and bleeding.
Oh, man.
I've been there, bro.
My fingers still. I think I didn't break it, but I definitely sprang my finger. I just got made fun of all weekend. Just you can't even walk a dog. What's wrong with you?
I've been there. Do you have older brothers or older siblings?
He's my twin.
Well,
No, I don't have any older
I was like,
siblings.
yeah, if you had older. You know that I do, Sage, and he let me ride a bicycle down a hill that went like this, and did not tell me there was no brakes on it, and so I ended up crossing the handlebars. Like I don't know what I hit, but the handlebars crossed, and I went over and I hit a rock, and like the whole side of my body just scabs.
He let you ride a bike with no brakes on it?
Yeah,
He
that was my
probably-
life
he
growing
Don't you
probably
just
up.
stop it with your foot?
Yeah, Fred Flintstone. Why can't you just put your foot down?
No, it was the hand. It was the hand. Like the brake was on the handlebar.
As soon as I would have known them didn't work, this bad boy right here would have come to the game.
No, it was the brake was on the handlebar, and I went to brake, and it just was like.
I love how Mazzani got up, took her headphones off, and went out into the hallway while I was telling that story about running at an angle, and tried to run at an angle to see if it worked.
I needed the exercise.
That's classic.
That's great.
Classic. We're going to do one more question, guys. One more question.
Oh.
And then we're going to kick it until next week. Let's see what we got. One more question.
Ooh, this one's hard.
Pick a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Pick a winner.
That's one of those.
Okay, we're going to save a couple of these for next week. And we're going to do this one because I want to know your answer to this.
Okie dokie.
For real. This is from Letitia Speaks.
Does it have to do with Star Wars or The Office?
We don't have any of those.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Blessed be. This question comes from Letitia Speaks. She wants to know, when is too old to stop treating your kids like children?
Oh, goodness.
I actually want to know that.
About 17.
That's a lie.
That's when
Yeah, here's Ida.
That's when you should stop treating your kids like children, so that as they start to turn 18, you can kick them out of the house. What's Ida saying?
Zyda wants to know girls or boys. It is different.
Boys mature way faster, right?
That's a lie.
Well, what? Well,
They get all
it's-
butthurt.
It's what I have found is that I don't know. It may be different for every family too, but I know in our family there's been a lot of misinformation given to our children that when they turn 18, they're adults and they can do whatever the hell they want to do. And the problem is again, maybe that was our fault. They weren't quite ready to be adults that did whatever the hell they wanted to do, and they were kind of left with situations that they weren't as happy to be in. And so now with our younger children, we kind of have a plan to maybe give them a little bit more responsibility or something when they're about 16, 17. And then when they get 18, maybe they won't be quite as hungry to leave the nest. That's what my theory is. At least.
You want them to not leave?
I want them to not leave.
I want them to leave when they're ready, but not before, because I've seen our other children left before they were ready, and they've paid some consequences for that.
Fly like an eagle.
Me, I honestly, I've always said I can't regret leaving, because then it makes me feel like I'd regret my children. But I do. I've always said that I wish that I would have waited to move out.
If I could turn back time,
I wouldn't.
What going, man? I love it when he sings.
Well, then, if you think about it, though, she's basically admitting that she made the decision to leave, that you didn't give her, like...
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Me and Dad got into a huge fight, and I was like, you know what, I'll leave. And then, like, all the times prior to me being 18, I struggled very hard growing up with, like, depression, so I would be like, I just want to leave, and Dad would be like, no, you don't. And we get into fights, and he would, like, talk me into staying. Not really talk me, but he would just, that was my safe
want
spot.
a cookie? Cookie.
If you stay, you can have a cookie. But
there's not a cookie in your hand. Yes, there is.
When I was 18, I guess he finally just got tired of it. He was like, you know what, you want to leave, leave. Because we got into a huge fight like 2 days after my 18th birthday. And I was like, I'm just going to leave. And instead of just saying anything, he literally was, I don't know if you remember this, but you and Mom both just walked to my room and you were like, what can we help you pack? We lived in Matthews.
It wasn't quite that non-dramatic.
You definitely helped me load up the back of my Montero Sport.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who still live with their parents into their adult lives. Like my geometry teacher in high school, he still lived with his parents, saving money, just not paying for rent.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of plethora of reasons why adults live with their parents. I mean, there's some parents need you to live with them. You know? Yeah. But I'm not talking about that as much. I'm just talking about kids moving out of the house before they're really ready to handle the world on their own. I just feel like it's a little premature. So, yes, Mazani?
I partially agree. I feel like every kid is different.
Yeah.
And that you have to cater to each kid differently. So, like, you might have, like, me and my brother Lyndon, he's out on his own now, and I feel very afraid for him. It's not that he's doing bad, he is, but he has to call a lot and has to, kind of check up on things and ask questions, which is good, But I'll tell you what, like, if my little brother Marcus, he's 16. If he moved out right now, I wouldn't even worry. And I know,
really?
and I know that's mainly just because everybody's different. Like, even me, my mom said that now for me would be the best time because I have all the knowledge that I need now.
All the knowledge.
Not all, of course, I learn every day, but I just have enough to be on my own to continue to acquire more knowledge.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Lyndon, who could have stayed in the nest a little longer, and Marcus, who is self-sufficient now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So each kid is just kind of different on how you choose, and you kind of also have to pick and choose what to treat them like children about. Because for some things, like you have a child that might be gifted in like their schoolwork, and they might be gifted to like cook food and take care of their hygiene and things like that. Mm-hmm. But they might be terrible judges of character.
Yeah.
So you have to pick their friends, but you don't have to tell them like to get a job. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like it's like that. You kind of just have to cater. You have to know your kids.
That's true. That's good advice. That's good. If you're listening at home, take that advice from us today.
I hope Abigail never moves out because she asked me yesterday how to boil water.
Yeah.
So I hope she lives with you guys.
If you're still trying to figure out how to boil water,
years old.
Let us know. Put it in the comments below, and we'll try to talk with you about boiling water.
I said put it on medium. She said, does it have to be on medium? I was like, Abigail, I just don't have time.
Okay, so before we get finished, there's two things we need to do. We don't have any. I love that. Anyway, we don't have any prayer requests right now, but we pray for everybody. Amen. But we do have 2 birthdays in the house.
What?
Yes. We have a Destiny from Misty St. Clair Kiss. I'll pop that up here.
When is the birthday?
Yesterday, right?
I'm not sure.
Destiny here, Amy's daughter. Can you all at least tell her happy birthday? She's having a rough day.
And then we have Amy Pope. My daughter's birthday was on the 28th.
Yeah.
It's the same person?
Yeah, Destiny's that's Amy. She just said
I'm supposed to just know.
She just said it.
She did just say I have Amy Pope's daughter here. If you can read.
I stopped thinking after work, honey. I stopped thinking after work.
Well, go back to the earlier question. So
Just evil.
It's my brother's birthday.
You're just evil. Yeah, Kim.
Kim's birthday.
We got
today.
sing
Today?
for Kim.
Shout out to Cameron. Happy birthday.
Today it is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna sing for Kim and Destiny.
Oh, we're singing?
Oh,
Yep.
No, we are
Oh,
not. Turn this mic
goodness.
off, please.
Let's do it.
Can y'all at least tell? She didn't
Everybody.
say sing. She just said tell her.
Look at.
Can you all at least tell her happy
No,
birthday?
the other
we
one
can.
said
birthday.
sing.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Destiny.
This one says sing. Look.
My daughter, can you all sing her happy birthday?
It'll blow out the mics.
Oh, gosh. Do we have any accompanying music?
I got it. You ready?
Okay, you gonna lay the beat?
Nobody can sing to that. Sorry.
Okay,
They can
to-
sing, not make love to your mic.
Yeah, what is that? Let's just go with a big, hearty happy birthday. I don't think we're going to sing because it would not be what you want it to be as a receiver of a happy birthday song.
It definitely won't look like you think it looks
Yeah.
like.
It's
in
not
your
going to
head.
sound like it either.
It's not going to sound like you think it would sound, and you may have nightmares. So
If you put 3 chipmunks in a sock and beat them, that's what it would sound like.
swing it up against a brick wall.
Oh wow!
You'll probably get something similar in sound to what you would get to the tune of Happy Birthday.
For real, though. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And happy birthday to
Hope you have hope your day picks up. Hope you have a great day, Destiny. Happy birthday, everybody else. Cameron, happy birthday, buddy. Hope you're doing great. Everybody else, thanks for watching. If you are one of my children or grandchildren or generations after me, like we talked about earlier in the show, I hope that you strive to get to know Jesus better. Every day better than it was yesterday. Every day. And if you're one of our viewers, I hope the same for you. I hope you will seek out a relationship with Jesus and to grow that relationship. Everybody else, thanks. God bless for watching. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Already I'm missing you guys. Looking forward to next week for the next episode of the Ask Big Van Show. If you want to be on the show, let us know. Reach out to us throughout the week, and we can schedule you to be on one of our future shows. You can be sitting here right here in the studio with us, having fun, laughing, and enjoying it. God bless everybody. We'll see you next week on the next live episode of the Ask Big Van Show. God bless. Hey everybody, this is Big Van, and if you'd like to watch our show live, then you must subscribe and follow so that it alerts you when we're on the air. Be sure to check out the links below for some live show times and some very cool products so you can have your own conversation starters. We can't wait to see you and your questions and comments on the next live